Hi, this is Geo Creations, here to show you a quick demonstration on how to draw a corgi. I have a comic book called Hero Doggy Space Corgi, and when he's not out there in outer space trying to rescue evil parakeets and save aliens from certain doom, he's actually just a regular old corgi. And so whenever I'm drawing regular corgis, I start out with regular shapes. So I've got these three spherical forms to help fill in the proportions and the mass of the overall figure. Now, while it may look like simple forms, they do give me a good sense of not just proportion, but how much space this is going to occupy on my canvas. Now, you guys have probably figured out I'm not drawing on traditional paper. I'm using a software on my iPad called Procreate. And this is actually really affordable, really great software. That's professional grade stuff. In fact, the very first hero doggy drawing I did on my iPhone. Now, so I've got the general shape of my corgi now. It may look a little odd, looks more like a slug at the moment, but this is the overall underlying structure of what the corgi is going to look like. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add on some of the proportions for the legs, and they probably will change a little bit as I'm proceeding throughout this drawing, but it gives me a sense of the scale. And if nothing else, it tells me where everything is located on the structure of the object, or the figure in this case. Now, I kind of slant the legs kind of in a V shape on the front. Makes him look like he has a little bit of a puffy chest, like he's a little muscle man. My dog Hero, he is an athlete, and he likes to be active and do stuff, so I like the idea of him having a puffy chest. Next, I've got this spherical form right here, and this helps locate the face of my little corgi boy. So what I'm going to do, I've kind of drawn in a little bit of dividing points, as you can see, just to figure out where some of the facial features are going to be located. Now when I draw the face, I kind of make this straight line and curve shape, okay? So this gives me a sense of the dog's overall shape. It looks like a duck bill at this point, and that's fine, because we're going to make it look like more of a dog muzzle here in just a moment. So we've got the general shape of the figure, but we're missing a couple of really important features. The ears, in terms of the proportion of the corgi, are going to be just about half the size of the dog's head. Well, maybe not quite half, but they're pretty dang big. Alright, so we've got our general outline of our corgi at this point. And just to review, I start out with a circular form here, here, and here. So those are my three primary circular masses. We've got a pretty good start on this corgi. Now, I grew up from the school of Calvin and Hobbes, and don't get me wrong, I have a respect for Jim Davis and the Garfield style of facial expression, but I like the little black circles. I think that if you bend them and contort them, you can get a lot of expression. Now, Jim Davis, when he does Garfield, he does the, Odie like this or Garfield like that with the eyes sort of overlapping in big oval forms. This is a very an Americanized form, a Western style of portraying a face for a anthropomorphized creature, but I like the Bill Watterson style little black dots. Okay. Hero's nose at this point, I'm just going to make a kind of a big black mass, but it has more of a triangular shape whenever you examine it from the front. But at this point, we're going to just kind of draw him from a profile view. Give him a little smiley face. I'm going to give my corgi a little bit of a kind of a goatee thing going up front. Now, the way I draw Hero Corgi is I have his little eyebrow shapes, his little happy expression, okay? But they continue into this white streak of fur he has on his muzzle. And that white streak of fur goes to the sides where the white versus the caramel fur forms. Right here we've got the ears. They're generally shaped incorrectly, but there's these little tufts of hair right here and right here I like to add to give them a little more distinctive quality. Okay, so we've got the majority of the puppy dog's head ready to roll, okay? Next, on the body, I've got this big massive flank right here and his stifles and his feet. So what I'm going to do now is I kind of like to make things a little more angular. Whenever it comes to drawing the corgi's body, I like to make things a little more angular. So you'll see I am drawing with more angular straight lines whenever I'm drawing in the corgi's legs in the back. You can clean up as you go. Now, there is corgis with long tails. I give my little dog a little stub tail. Well, he sort of was born with it. He's one of those guys that always had it. Now, dogs that are corgis have little fluffy white butts. This is called a momo if you ask anybody from Japan, which I think translates to mean peach. But I don't know. That's just a fluffy white momo. Okay. So it kind of got the back feet done. Now let's work on those little front legs, okay? Now, the way I draw Hero is I draw his feet a little more vertical than they probably would be in real life. That way he looks a little more prone and ready for action. My dog Hero, my real corgi, he's an athlete, and he likes to be ready for action whenever it comes. I keep the feet kind of angular too, as you can see. I'm using a lot of straight lines really quick to give it that sense of urgency. I'm going to give him a puffy chest, not just for muscles, but for all that white fur he leaves over all of my furniture and clothing. All right. So, this corgi has white socks in the front. He has little white paws. So let's go ahead and represent some of those with zigzag lines. And he has a white tummy. Okay. So we've got the general shape of this corgi pretty much done. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I keep my corgi pretty stylish. So he wears a bandana on the regular. He either wears a red or a blue bandana, depending on his mood. So I just basically form a couple of loose triangles overlapping each other to give that extra fold. A cluster in the back for the knot. A couple of straggling pieces of fabric. And I'm just filling in to give it a darker value than the fur or any of the surrounding forms of the figure. All right. Now, of course, if you want to go in there and ink it using traditional media or whatever, that's your business. I like the loose pencil style. Give him a little bit of fur on his cheeks here. Okay. All right. Now for this exercise, all I used was the pencil and the eraser. I didn't fuss with any of the other features this software can offer, but you do what you feel. If you want to get more elaborate, you can even apply some painting techniques to your corgi if you decide to draw one as well. All right, that's the end of my tutorial. Please feel free to visit herodoggie.com. That's Hiro Doggie, Doggie.com. Or just look him up on Facebook, Hero Doggie Space Corgi. He's awesome. I'm having free comics every day for the next 26, 27 days. And you should visit and check out other content on the page. And if you're really interested in supporting the cause, I'm selling Hero Doggie comics currently. And you should pick up a copy. I'm really proud of it. I love sharing it with people. And it's an all-ages book that, hey, if you like corgis, you kind of got to get it, man. All right. Thanks for watching my video. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day.